Once upon a time, there was a mighty king by the name of Ade Karucha in the land of Turkonal. Like most kings, he was very interested in wedding his daughters, Fair, Brown, and Trembling, to a prince. Unfortunately, of the 3 daughters, Trembling was always left behind. Her beautiful face intimidated her sisters and consequently shut her out of all activities where suitors may be present. The plan of the season was to attend Sunday church. The ladies arrived in new dresses each week without exception, except, of course, Trembling. Fair and Brown went to church every week, boasting new ensembles, while poor Trembling remained at home completing housework for 7 years.
You shouldn't be working. You should go to church today.
But I have nothing to wear and my sisters would kill me.
I'll make you the prettiest dress you want.
Can I have like a white dress with some pretty green heels? Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
I have a bird for your left shoulder and a bird for your right shoulder. And there is a pony waiting for you at the door.
Yes.
Head to mass and leave as soon as everyone stands up.
No one inside the church could get a glimpse of Trembling, but they all wanted to know who she was. They ran out of the church when they saw her run out, but she was too fast. Next Sunday, the 2 sisters went to church again and made Trembling stay home and cook dinner.
Do you have any news from the church today?
There was a beautiful lady at the church, and her clothes were so beautiful. Like, it made our clothes look so ugly. All the men were trying to find out who she was.
Go.
Are you going to church today?
Yes, I need to start getting ready.
What robe will you wear?
A black silk satin robe and red shoes.
What color do you want your horse to be?
White and icy, so icy I could see my own reflection in it. Oh my god.
I'm going to place these birds on your shoulder to guide you on your journey.
As Trembling rides away, the henwife warns her not to go inside the church and to hurry home before a man stops her. When Trembling arrives, everyone is more astonished than before. They all wanted to know who she was, but before they get the chance, Trembling rides away.
What news do you have today?
The lady was at the church again with the most beautiful clothes.
And no guys were looking at us at all.
The sisters searched long and hard until they found dresses like the one Trembling had. Next Sunday, both sisters wore black satin dresses and left Trembling at home to cook dinner.
Going to church today?
It would if I had a dress.
What kind of dress would you like?
One that's red on the bottom and white on top and some pretty shoes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I will give you the birds to put on your shoulders again. What kind of horse would you like?
Pretty pink one, please.
Trembling went to church, and this Sunday, all the men wanted to take Trembling home after Mass. Soon enough, all the people began to stand, and Trembling rushed out on her mare, except the Prince of Amania grabbed her foot as she began to get away. He could not catch up to the quick horse, so as he tumbled to the ground, he realized he was holding the shoe of the beautiful woman.
Henwife's gonna be so mad that I lost one of my shoes.
What is the matter, Trembling?
I lost the shoe that you gave me.
Do not worry. This might be the best thing that ever happened to you.
So right.
What happened at church today, girls?
We saw the most beautiful woman at the church.
And she had the finest colors on, with 2 beautiful birds singing on her shoulders.
All the men were looking at her.
Oh, I will have that lady to myself.
You do not get her just because you have a shoe. You have to sword fight for it.
Okay.
All of the princes searched all over Erin to look for the woman that the shoe belonged to.
Maybe my foot would fit the shoe.
Why would you even think that? You weren't even at church every Sunday.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
The day the prince
Get in
came,
there.
the sisters put Trembling in
door.
a closet and locked it. The Prince of Amania let the sisters try on the shoe, but it did not fit.
there any other women in this house? I'm here, I'm in the closet.
All she does is put out the ashes.
No, ma'am, please. Come, try on this shoe.
Okay.
The princes would not leave the house until they had Trembling put on the shoe. The sisters had to unlock the closet. Trembling tried on the shoe and it fit perfectly.
Oh my god, it fits. Oh my goodness. You are the woman the shoe fits. You are the woman I took the shoe from. Yes.
Trembling came back in all 3 outfits to prove that she was the woman at the church. All of the men were satisfied and knew she was the woman. All the princes challenged the Prince of Amania for the love of Trembling. Prince Amania had won and Trembling was now his to marry. After the wedding, Prince Amania and Trembling went back home, where eventually they had a baby. Trembling set out for her oldest sister Fair in order to have help with her new son. One day, while Trembling's husband was away on a hunting trip, the 2 sisters went for a walk along the beach. In an act of jealousy, Fair pushed Trembling into the water, where she was swallowed by a large whale.
Where is Trembling?
I am Trembling. Fair went back home because I don't need her anymore.
I believe there is something wrong with my wife. If I put this sword between me and her at night, and it is warm, then it is her. But if it is cold, then something must be up.
Much to the prince's suspicions, the next morning the sword was cold as ice. What the prince did not know was that on Fair and Trembling's walk along the seashore, a little cowboy witnessed Fair push Trembling into the sea to be swallowed up by a cursed whale.
Oh, cowboy, go tell the prince that Fair pushed me in the water, and this whale's gonna eat me 3 more times, and then I'll die forever. So you need to have the prince save me and stab the whale in the stomach where it hurts and kill him forever so that my curse is done.
The cowboy sought to follow when Trembling's advice, but was drugged by Brown with an elixir of amnesia. When he went to visit Trembling again, she was angered by his failure. She told him to not receive anything from her sister and tell the master as soon as possible. The cowboy told the master at once, and the Prince of Amania was on his way to save the day. The prince and Trembling walked home happily, being in one another's company after the scare, discussing how they would tell her father. Trembling and the prince explained what the eldest sister had done, leaving the father and king in shock.
This behavior will not be tolerated. I just sent her off to live in the sea for 7 years, and then her food will run out and she's gonna die.
Feeling gratitude towards the efforts of the cowboy, the prince and Trembling raised him as one of their own, marrying their firstborn daughter. They lived happily ever after with 14 children.